Hello everyone, I am Akif and today I am going to present my project that is diabetes prediction system. So let's start. Okay, so we are here and yes guys, I've used Python programming language. Within that I've used machine learning and Django web framework. Well, machine learning is used basically for prediction purpose. Within my project I've used it for prediction purpose, basically for predicting whether a patient has a diabetes or not, and Django web framework for deploying this project into web, basically as a web application to make it more interactive. So let's talk about what are the various things we will see in this presentation. So first of all we will see the introduction, then we will see the key features of this project, and after that we will see the tools, libraries and the framework that I have used in this project, and then we will see the live project, and at the last we will see the code itself. So within introduction, as I've already told you guys, this is a web-based machine learning application built using Python, and basically the main purpose of this project is to predict whether a patient, that is a woman, has a diabetes or not based on some features, or should I say based on some condition. It will predict whether a patient has diabetes or not. And the data set I've used in this project is taken from National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, so it's a real data. And let's talk about the key features of this project. And yes, it's a Python based application, and the machine learning model that I have used here is logistic regression, and it achieves accuracy score of approximately 0.81. And yes, I have used Django web framework to deploy it on web. And the real world application, yes, it offers a practical real world application, although it's not a big project, but somehow it can detect normally whether a patient has a diabetes or not. Let's talk about the tools, libraries and frameworks that are used in this project, and these are the libraries that are used here. These libraries are used to build this project, and these two used for data analysis, and Seaborn is used for visualizing the data. I basically used to find the correlation between the features, and I've used scikit-learn. It is basically a machine learning library which is in Python, and within this library I've used logistic regression model. And the last library that I have used here is joblib. Basically I have used this library to export my model into SAV file so that I can easily connect it with Django. And yes, the framework that I have used here is Django, and these two tools, that is Jupyter Notebook and Microsoft VS Code, I have used them to create this project. So let's check out the live project. So this is the project itself, and it will ask you some inputs. When you fill out these all inputs and click on submit, it will show the result whether you are a diabetes patient or not. So let's check out some. Okay, let's say 3 here, 160, 121 blood pressure, 0, 0, 39.9, let's say 0.331. Okay, and let's say age equal 40. If I click on submit, and it will, yeah, of course you are a diabetes patient here. And this is the result page. It will show you that you are a diabetes patient, and and these are some precautions that you can follow. So let's go back here and let's change some inputs here and see the non-diabetes patient result. Okay, so I will do here 120 here, and let's see. Yeah, this is for non-diabetic patient and it gives some useful advice. Everyone must follow it. So, so according to my data set, the prediction result is highly dependent on glucose. If the glucose is low, let's say 100, it will show the result as non-diabetes patient, and the glucose is high, let's say 180, it will show the result as a diabetic patient. So it's highly dependent on this glucose. So as you can see, the prediction result is mostly depend upon the glucose. It is because in our data set, the most likely person who is having diabetes has higher glucose, and those patient who has low glucose, they don't have diabetes. So according to my data set, if I increase the glucose, I will likely to have diabetes, and if I decrease the glucose, I will likely to have a non-diabetes. Let's check out the code. So this is the code itself. I have imported the required libraries and also displayed first 15 records to see how the dataset looks like, and these pregnancies, glucose, blood pressure, and all these except outcome. These all columns are basically my independent variable, and the outcome is the dependent variable. And here are some basic description of these variables. These are independent, and this outcome is dependent variable. Well, this outcome displays two result, either 0 or 1. 0 indicates that the patient is not a diabetes patient, and 1 indicates that the patient is a diabetes patient. So let's see this patient. Well, this patient is a diabetes patient, and this one is not a diabetes patient. And this is the data exploration part. I've used info function here to basically to check out the metadata of this data set, and I have also checked out the rows and columns to see how many rows and columns are present in this data set, and also I have checked here whether this data set has any NA values or not. That is not a number, NaN value, Na or NaN both are same. And also I have performed here a basic data analysis using group by function. I have just calculated the average of all these variables based on outcome, that is 0 and 1. And here is the correlation part. I have used here heat map to visualize the correlation between the variables. Then here comes the splitting of data set into training and testing data, in which I set the test size to 0.2 and random state to 10. And the training data contains 614 records, whereas the testing data contains 154 records. So the logistic regression model is used here, and based on that model, it predicts the result using the testing data, and it gives an array of 0 and 1, where 0 represents non-diabetes patient and 1 represents diabetes patient, and it gives accuracy score around 0.81. And this code is used to export the model into .sav file, and this .sav file is used to connect the machine learning model to Django, and this is the machine learning code. So let's check out the Django code. So this is the Django code here, and these are some important files: ASGI settings.py, URLs, views, and the template folder contains the home page and result page. The home page I've used here some basic CSS here and some imports here label. Then the result page. So guys, that's all about the project. I hope you liked it, and if you have any suggestions, please do tell me on LinkedIn, and open to all your lovely suggestions. And also this is my portfolio website, and I have created some projects you can check. I've created some sales analytics, finance, BI 360 project using Power BI. You can check it out from here. This cricket analytics project, this is also a Power BI project. And also you can check out my GitHub profile. I have uploaded all my projects here. So that's all about. Thank you guys for watching my video presentation. If you have any suggestions, please do tell me. So thank you and take care. Bye bye.